Good morning, everyone. It's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramai First Nations people. An absolute pleasure to have you, your guides, my guides, and the universe of the energy of the universe along with us today. First of all, my heart goes out to those in southeast Australia at the moment. That's southern and southeastern New South Wales, all of Victoria, and all of Tasmania. There is a historical poem about Australia by Dorothy McKenna called I Love a Sunburnt Country. Great poem, sums up the country completely, and there are two lines that are very iconic. That is a country of drought and flooding rain. However, the flooding rain we've been experiencing over the last 12, 18 months is unprecedented. I know that word gets overused, but we have been receiving rain that is beyond anything in recorded history and even unrecorded history. So when science can detect back thousands of years, we are receiving rain that is just absolutely unheard of. So my heart goes out to those that are experiencing flooding in those areas. I wish them well. Please stay safe. Do not drive through flood water. Move if you can. Take the initiative and move to higher ground before the floods, before the rains come. If you have the opportunity, and we will pull together as a nation and do what we can once this latest band of crisis has unfolded. Okay, what I want to have a look at today, there'll be a couple of videos as usual, as predicted last week before. Time seems to be fleeting by. The SCOTUS has rejected the Trump legal team request to intervene in the Mar-a-Lago investigations. There was nothing overly surprising coming out of the January 6th Commission. It was more a summary of what has gone before with some extra information, reaffirming, for example, Cassidy Hutchinson's interview regarding Trump wanting to lead the coup to the Capitol building. There's more information coming out reaffirming what she has said. So what I'm going to have a look at, so they've also, what January 6th Committee have done is they've also circled links between the coup itself and what went on at Mar-a-Lago. They've identified 3 Trump minions, employees, whatever you like to call them, who were involved in both scenarios. And the word I got when I was watching the January the 6th and reading the summary was, the word that sprang to mind was fizzling. Now, don't get me wrong, the January 6th Committee investigation is vital. The information they will be handing over to the DOJ is so important, but I just got the feeling that it will continue along bringing forward information, but I'm not seeing anything that for me and thee will be particularly surprising. So what I want to have a look at today, I'm going to have a look at, so the New York Attorney General, Letitia James, has intervened, had a judgment made to stop TrumpOrg assets being transferred to a Delaware company that was set up called TrumpOrg2 Proprietary Limited, so basically a company of the same name, so Trump assets cannot be moved out of TrumpOrg to TrumpOrg2. I'm just going to have a quick look at whether this was the plan to move those assets. Will Trump testify before the January 6th committee? Not sure how that'll go. And then we'll move on to another couple of videos. Also, what the Russians have advised those living in Kherson to leave the area. I want to have a look at that in another video as well. So we'll see how we go. First up, okay, let's have a look. Will Trump testify before the January 6th committee? I'll start with pendulum, then we'll move on to cards. cards, come on down. Sit up straight. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Oh, you're all ready for me today. Thank you. Will Trump testify before the January 6th committee? That's a very small, well, getting bigger, yes. That's a definite yes. I'll ask a question. Will he plead the fifth the whole way through? This is the cynic in me coming out. Will he plead the fifth the whole way through? Will he plead the fifth? Will he plead the fifth the whole way through? And that's a yes. Ask a question. Will there be any information forthcoming that has not already been heard? And that's a no. Okay. Anything unexpected there? I don't think so. I'll draw a couple of cards on and see what the story says. Then we'll have a look at the attempted asset movement. Oh, the house smells fabulous. I had to sage it this morning. Just felt after the readings yesterday, especially the one on those captured in regards to the Crimean Bridge. So yeah, it smells beautiful of sage and smoke all through my cards and through the house. Okay, tell me the story about Trump testifying in front of the January 6th committee. Trump testifying to the January 6th. He's been subpoenaed. They are doing so in order not to appear, well, they're not biased. I mean, most of the information has come forward from Republicans, but he's demanded his day in court. Be careful what you wish for, and they're giving it to him. So tell me the story. Trump testifying, January 6th committee. Trump testifying. Okay, we'll take those as our signifier cards. He's actually, as I said, be careful what you wish for. He's not wanting to do so. He's finding it, everything's coming in on it at once. I think what's happened is he's realised, finally, that all these truths are coming back to haunt him and to melt on him and to destroy the truth that he had set up for himself, that he knew was false, but he set up for himself. Not just in regards to the January 6th committee, but his entire life is what I'm getting. It's all about the illusion and delusion, the choices that he has made. So, will he testify? I'm thinking he'll have no choice and he'll realise that, but he is going to simply befuddle and delusion and smoke and mirrors his way through it. Base the Hanged Man. In the past, the Queen of Swords. This is the truth coming forward via the committee, but I don't think they're going to get anything out of him at all. Ace of Swords, a new beginning, sword piercing the crown of the truth. So I think he's going to be, okay, he's going to be faced with the truth, but he's going to fall back on this delusion. Okay, he has the opportunity. Here we have walking away from what is no longer serving you emotionally. Externally, the Emperor, which is Trump. Internally, the Empress, which is Russia. Interesting combination. But also this is the patriarchal, this is the external, this is those who marched on the Capitol. This is the patriarchal, my way or the highway. This is the Trump energy of, because I am so-called powerful, I can do what I want and no one can stand in my way. But internally we've got this Russia card, Mother Russia. So this is what's going on with him internally. It also is about the rebirth of something new, something coming forward. It's also about abundance, but I think it's, thank you, Meister. He's telling me there's something new that's going to come out in regards to Russia internally. Hopes and fears that his relationships and partnerships are going to be fully exposed. So this is about a new beginning in regards to relationships, partnerships. Can mean the birth of a child. It's also about emotional overwhelming. He is finally being emotionally overwhelmed by all that is going on, but his fear is also that this is going to be exposed. Knight of Pentacles, offer being made. So Knight of Pentacles, slow, steady, diligent movement forward. He's going to be disappointed in what offer is made of him. He thinks he's okay, thank you, Meister. He thinks he's worthy of more than what they are offering him. He's being very blasé about what is coming forward. The messages are just hemming him in. He thinks it's a bit of a celebration. He still thinks he's untouchable, but I'm always drawn to the amount of people walking away from him in the background. Here he is. The past, something about the past is going to be revealed. Something really unexpected about the past is going to be revealed, and she is not happy about what he is keeping secret in this cup. It is going to happen fairly quickly, about his grifting, money laundering, bribery, corruption, money receiving and giving. Okay. It's very much about the homeland security, domestic security. He's desperately clinging on, but we have death, which is basically the trampling of the emperor into the dust, a new dawn. So significant endings and beginnings, and he's going to find himself out in the cold by whatever is revealed for whatever reason. He is at a crossroads. But the information that is brought forward is going to bring about his complete and utter downfall, and it is the end. It is the end for him. So, not quite sure what's going to happen there. Just have a look. So that's regarding Trump being interviewed by the January 6th committee. He still thinks he's in this illusion and delusion, but he's really anxious about it. There is information going to come out that he wants to keep secret. They are still diligently working away at this. I'm really getting a feel that he doesn't realise how serious it all is. He doesn't. Is Trump going to give something away? Is Trump going to give something away? In regards to the partnerships, the contracts that he's done, he's going to give something away inadvertently. Is Trump going to give something away inadvertently? Page of Wands. Someone's coming forward with a message about a plan. The dark money. He's going to have to defend himself in regards to the giving and receiving of help. Very much money cards. Just come on down. Very much, oops, sorry. Sorry if that was a bit quick. We've got a message coming forward in regards to the money laundering or dark money, the giving and receiving of financial help that he's going to have to defend himself against. Obstacles. And it's going to do with this. There's something new that's going to be brought forward that's going to be quite emotional about his past. About his past and this absolute fool's gold. And then we have the King of Swords. Okay. I'll just ask pendulum. May I ask a question, please? Because this didn't go quite where I thought it would go. Thank you. Is Trump going to inadvertently give something away about the money, the financial support? And that's a yes. May I ask, does he mean to give this information? Does he deliberately give this information? That's a no. Is it going to come back and bite him? Can I ask, please? Can I ask, please? Is it going to come back and haunt him? He's trying to change direction. That's a yes. Okay. Well, that didn't take the path that I thought it was going to. So I did mention weeks ago when I read on this that the January 6th we're going to concentrate on the financial sources behind the funding of this insurrection as part of this investigation. But what both the cards and pendulum are telling me is that Trump is going to inadvertently blurt something out, or his narcissistic personality won't allow him to be quiet about bragging about something. So something is going to come out that's going to come back and bite him on the backside, about the money that's come in, the financial giving and receiving help, and the dark money, etc. Okay, I'm just going to have a quick look at the New York Attorney General has stopped TrumpOrg from moving assets from TrumpOrg to TrumpOrg2. Oh boy, is there nothing that this dude won't attempt? Two queens popped out on me, flipped over, popped out. Something, this is the lawmakers who see all. And they've got something concealed that they are very concerned about, that they will be uncovering. Okay, what was that card that wanted to come out there that I shoved back in again? The walking away from what no longer serves him. Just tell me the story about this New York. Okay, so Letitia James. The judgment has been passed. So TrumpOrg2 was set up, I believe, 7 days before charges were laid. Nothing as of yet has been sent across, transferred across, and it has been blocked from doing so. Now, if my memory serves me correctly, Delaware is also the area where there was something with Georgia. I believe it was Georgia. Could be wrong. Could be the wrong state. Where there was some of those involved in the Georgian state government had set up a company in Delaware that was charging lawmakers in that state for, as they were supposedly an independent advice company or something, and they've been sprung. I read on that about 3 or 4 weeks ago. So Delaware is obviously a bit of a hot spot for illegal activity. Well, not illegal, but setting up PTY Limited. I think because they have a law in that state where they don't have to disclose who the directors are or something like that. So there's complete anonymity behind. Well, it's being investigated. Okay, complete anonymity. So there may be some changes to those state laws. Okay, tell me about the story of moving the assets from TrumpOrg to TrumpOrg2. Tell me the story. Tell me the story. Right. Okay, I did have a card flip over, so I'm going to use that as my... It flipped out when I was first shuffling and asking this question quite a bit ago, so that'll be my signifier card. And it's all about obstacles, infighting, obstacles and infighting. It's also partisanship, but it's very much about trying to protect oneself at the expense of others. It's all about what's in it for me. Okay, crossed by the Page of Pentacles. So there is this new information coming out about the money, a new message being brought forward about the money, but it was also a new plan in regards to the money. So that's this bickering about what's in it for me was challenged by a new plan for the money. Okay, TrumpOrg, not surprised to see it there at the base. In the past, it's about moving the money around, so the judgment has already been passed down, so it cannot happen. This was about moving the assets around in the past. Crowning the reading, Queen of Swords, Letitia James. Truth coming forward, or the truth prevailing, basically. The legal system prevailing and capturing this crown. Externally, strength, yay, Letitia James. I'm glad somebody's standing up to her. Internally, it is in regards to mercenary activities, in regards to money. So I'm glad he's met his match. Hopes and fears. He's really disappointed that this offer cannot go ahead, that this arrangement. He's okay, thank you, Master. Okay, he is bleeped off. So, don't want to upset YouTube. Excuse my French. He is bleeped off about this being foiled. Love the sun. The sun, the tower, his money being trapped, and this is about celebration on behalf of the people of the United States, on the community. So, yeah, full illumination. That's this tower moment for Trump. His money is now trapped at TrumpOrg, his assets. He's trying to protect them and find a way out. But it is celebration for the people of the United States. Downfall, not sleeping. He's going to try and make an offer, but the star will prevail, and the star is, as Lena likes to say, it is the best of the United States. This is democracy and legal system and justice actually being upheld. So I do like that on the base. The moon, seedy underbelly being exposed, and loss. Loss in regards to this plan that is under investigation. Okay, so it just is another sword in the corpse of TrumpOrg. So I'm not too upset about that. Thank you for joining me. I shall see you shortly in another video. If you've got any questions, please pop them below or email me at meistertarot@gmail.com. And yes, love and light and prayers, and then assistance to those in southeastern Australia and to anyone else that is affected throughout the world. And stay safe. Love to you all. Bye-bye.